Alright, so you guys know I'm always up to something, man. And one of the complaints I've had, and I try not to complain about it too much, is that my videos just aren't getting the notifications put out there from YouTube. People are missing it, they're getting unsubscribed. So I developed this app in order to be able to notify my subscribers myself. Another thing that I did was there's a space in the app that you can subscribe to. It's 99 cents a month. You'll get the YouTube videos I'm dropping about a week in advance, sometimes later, sometimes shorter, but you know, you'll get exclusive content as well. So if you're interested in stepping up your game, man, go ahead and go to the app. It's in your app store. It's 99 cents a month. It's, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think about it. So he wants to bring back the V taper, Uve, whatever people call it. So you know, I'm just gonna show you guys how I do it. And I start off with creating that shape. Then you know, he's gonna get the taper on the sides, and what I did was I brought it down to a 3 on the sides. We left the top alone, and we're gonna taper it in a inclined. Is it inclined? Yeah, declined. I don't know, like a vertical. It's just like a slope, right? Outwards. We're gonna do it. And it's the same steps as fading, right? You're gonna do your 0, you're gonna do your half. After you create the shape, you're gonna do your 0, you're gonna do your half, you're gonna put your 1 guard open, and it's the same steps. You can follow along in the captions. But you're blending so that you can keep that middle V and keep a little bit of the hairline on the right side of it, right? So that when you line it up, it's really gonna pop. And the last guard we'll finish with is number 2, because remember, we're blending into a number 3 guard on the sides. And with that number 2, you can literally go right into the V that you created, because it's not going to take it down. And here I'm going to start putting the line on there, and you'll see, you know, how it starts to take form. And you'll see later in this video, you'll see Dre, he's asking me, how did I create that? Like, which way was I blending? And you know, I'm just blending so that I'm symmetrical to the shape. So if the V is going to the right, see right here he's asking, then I'm just blending kind of away from that, because I don't want to cut into that V, right? So here I'm using the blade all the way open, and I'm blending it out. I'm sure we'll move on to the number 1 guard. It's all the way open. Then we'll follow up with it closed underneath that. Like now it's closed, right? Then we'll use the half guard or the 0 guard. If you're using Andes, it's equivalent to a 1/16 of an inch, right? Take that off. Now I'm just kind of like detailing it. Above that, we do the number 2. Same steps we did on the other side, right? And to bring it together, sometimes you need to use the 1.5 guard, like I'm doing here. And that's it. It's blended. Then you line it up, and then you get this pretty dope look. It's something that was really popular probably like 3 years ago. Who knows? It might come back. But I mean, I still think it's a pretty dope look. And we're doing the same thing on the side tapers. So I'm just going to let you follow along with the captions. And if I need to jump in and explain anything, I will. Sometimes you'll see with my thumb, I stretch the scalp. That's so that, because sometimes when you don't stretch the scalp, when you're using the clipper, it's moving the scalp around, right? You're not getting an even cut because it's just shifting the scalp around. This will keep your scalp still, but it'll also allow you to look like you have more space. Because on the side taper, one of the biggest issues people have is they feel like they don't have enough room and they're afraid they're gonna go up too high. If you stretch the scalp, voila, you got a whole bunch of space to work with. And I have to say this every video because somebody's gonna ask no matter what. I'm not using the original stagger tooth blade that comes on the magic clips. I'm using the taper blade. The taper blade that comes on the original seniors, that comes on the icons. Just do a quick Google search or Amazon search and you'll find it. It's crazy, man, because I've been cutting this guy up since he was in high school, probably like a freshman in high school. Now he's grown, and that's one of the beautiful things about Barber, man. Like sometimes, man, you'll cut people up for years, you won't even notice it. One thing I want to make sure that you guys paid attention to was I used a 1.5 guard at his hairline, just to shorten it up a bit, so that when I do use the T outliners, the lineup pops a little bit better. But yeah, I cut him up and I cut his brother up. Pretty cool, man. It's kind of like a sign that I'm getting a little older now. Been doing this a while. And one thing I noticed too is when I line like tapers up, sometimes it doesn't look as high of a taper as I want it, or as low as I want it. Like, especially if it's not as high as I want it, I will go back and kind of freshen it up a bit, because I don't want it to look like it's grown out already after I did a lineup. I don't know if you guys ever have that issue too. There's nothing wrong with going back and cleaning it up some. What was that? I really like the way his lineup was coming out, so you can see like I'm spending a lot of time here. Man, this thing's popping. Now, honestly, I'm just detailing, really. I'm going back, lining things up, and when we put the straight razor on it, of course, that's when it's going to pop. And, speaking of the devil, using the Tomb 45 shave gel, Tomb 45 triple cartridge razor, which you can get on tomb45.com. And this is where the haircut really comes together and everything just pops. Man, I gotta tell you guys, man, I just got back from Russia, and it was probably the craziest barber show, the best barber show I've ever been to by far. They spent $1 million on this barber show. Like, I cannot wait to drop this vlog so you guys can see it. Like, it's a movie. It's a movie. I've never been part of it. I really felt like a celebrity for the first time in my life. The way they treated us out there, man, like it was amazing. I can't wait to share, you know, that experience with you guys, because it's unreal. I would never thought in a million years I would be a part of something so dope. So look out for that vlog, man. The back of the neck, I generally like to go with the grain first, see how the skin reacts, and then maybe I'll go across the grain or against the grain. But generally I like to go, especially in those sensitive areas, with the grain. But like the C-cup area right here and the front hairline, always against the grain for me. There are rare instances where somebody cannot handle that. Yeah, I'm just gonna wet the hair so it looks presentable. We're gonna comb it. I didn't put any product or anything like that in this hair, but this is it, man. It's the finished product. After I wet the hair, sometimes when you comb it, you get some stray hairs. You saw I combed it over here just to catch any flyaways. I like to do that after I wet the hair, just because you know, it's almost like when you get out of the shower, that's when you see stray hairs. So go ahead and wet the hair. You know, don't make it too wet where the clipper is gonna react to it. But this is it, man. This is the finished product. Subscribe to the channel. As always, if you learned something, smash the like button. As always, guys, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for being a part of this journey. 245, baby. What in the...